Guys, welcome back to another Throne Thursday. Every single Thursday we pull from the Game of Thrones tarot deck. I hope y'all are doing well, keeping happy, bright spirits. The first card we have is the Eight of Swords, popped out immediately. So we'll see if Spirit wants us to pull any more out after. Keep going. 1 second. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. Let me just pause it so it doesn't fall over. As you guys know, I broke my tripod. I'll order a next one. But this is working out good, so I'm going to stick to this for now. But, just keep your happy thoughts. Do things that make you happy. Do your nails, do your hair. I know here our situation because we live in Canada, so we live in New Brunswick. So we had a lot of low cases, and we have what we call snowbirds, where they stay here all summer, and for the fishing season, the lobster season, the tourist season, and then they go back to Florida. So they were able to come back before the borders were closed. But now our government is noticing that all the cases in the hospital are actually from the teenagers that are not listening. And they're actually sharing the vape pens, sharing cigarettes, sharing, booze bottles, how, they think they're, traitor. No shock there. You know what I mean? They just think they're invincible at this age. And I remember being that age, the same thing. Carefree, didn't even think what the heck I was doing to myself. Think what I was doing to my body. And just, again, thought I was invincible. So I totally get where they're coming from. So, can I blame them? Not really. But, this is really, really serious. So now we are not allowed to be outside of our homes unless it's for post office, medical reasons, grocery store. So I totally understand. It's really hard though, because it's like, kids are getting stir crazy. We want to walk around. We want to do certain things, but you can't. So you got to find out different ways to tire them out. It's just spend time with them and love on them. Sit down with your teenager and explain a little. So eight of coins doesn't shock me, because we're not able to, everybody's watching their money. Everybody's got to watch what we're spending, because you never know when the next paycheck's coming in, like a full paycheck. So I totally get that, but things are kind of delayed here. So just, if you're a young person and you're listening to this, I know it's hard for you because you feel like you're missing out on so much when you're not being in the social circles, but you know what? It's for the betterment of your health. You want to be alive to be part of the social circle, right? This is life and death. This is not a joke. So we have the Eight of Swords starting us off. So you see, she's been portrayed. Funny enough, I was actually reading for someone with the lives, and I said it's very much like the Eight of Swords energy, where she's got all those. She's sitting in a chair and she's guarding herself with the swords. So overthinking, restriction, incapacity. The tarot's restriction card shows hemmed in your thoughts. So very much where a lot of us are at, we're in the thoughts, we're on that kind of hamster wheel, given into that Mercury energy, the dark shadow Mercury energy, where it's the worst case scenario. And it's try not to get into that. Watch things that make you laugh. Wendy Williams makes me laugh. Watching Shane Dawson with hanging out with Jeffree Star. They're bantering back, the kikiing. Just laughing about it, putting on makeup, doing fun things. You may feel forced to fulfill an obligation or to conform to an ideal that isn't you, which may be self-imposed. See your situation from a different perspective, and you will see the route out. An additional meaning is hitting a relationship roadblock. Sometimes we have people in our lives for a season and for a reason. And sometimes it's just we just, it's just, when you become an adult, it's just it is what it is. My life is full, and, if you want to be a part of it, you're a part of it. If you don't, then that's okay too, because you know what? It was nice while it lasted, but, we're grown. There's no reason to fight and bicker and try to fix this. It's being forced. So let's move forward. So then we have the Ten of Swords, traitor. And funny enough, I was actually speaking about these two cards yesterday in the live. That is so funny they came out today. So finality, truth, endings. A bond is broken. The 10 is the card of endings. The evidence is unmistakable. This decision is final. Although we may be shocked or confused, With hindsight, you will see that the situation has been building for some time. This upside is that all the surrounding tension has disappeared, making way for you to move on up. That's what I'm saying. We sometimes things happen for a season and for a reason. Maybe it's making room for something else wonderful to come for your life. That's what you could say. We have to have endings for something to come into our life. So that's the way you got to see it. I know when it's the start of it, you feel really hurt. You feel betrayed. You're like, what the F? Are we a little too grown for this behavior? Ghosting and all this crap. But it's like, it's fine. You know what? Just move forward. In order for something new to come into our life, something has to come to an end. So just leave it as it is. Candle magic, when we do our manifestations, just be very careful when you do it. Just like a fortune size, cookie size, a piece of paper, write down real small what you want to let go. If you want to, I say I release, and you could write their name on a piece of paper and light it on fire. It's so liberating, just to let go of it. So permissions, ideals, invitations. The romantic and idealistic this night may entice you. So this card shows the possibilities of new love. We keep getting that, a new love. I pulled the cards for myself last night and I got this. This night loves being the lover. Equally, you may project onto him or her the dreamy qualities you equally want. Wait before you commit. Apply to a situation. There's a proposal or an invitation for you. But assess carefully what is an offer. Yeah, because it might be like, a one-time thing. Maybe it's something that, it's just like, benefits, like friends with benefits. And it's, maybe you're not ready for that. So we have the 8 of coins. Apprenticeship, perfection, reward. So in the reverse. When reversed, you may find yourself chasing the dollar, but hating the work you do. An additional meaning is being or working with people you don't share your values, or choosing a course that isn't right for you in the long term. So take your emotions out of, when it comes to work, professional ideals, you got to take your emotions out of it. Check your emotions at the door. This is a business. You know what I mean? That's all you got to say to yourself. This is a business. Whoops. I just want to check that card. Spirit. Wow, I love this. Because it really caught my eye. So this is the card that caught my eye. Very nice. Okay, one card fell. 1 second. It's like a magic mirror. I just watched The Huntsman, which is quite funny. I was bored out of my mind. I love Snow White, but damn. Shadow. Scaring mirror. Scrying mirror? Shadow. Remember what I was telling you, those shadow thoughts? See that lurky in the mirror? That lurky-loo? And balance. Yes, you got to balance the dark with the light. Very much so. You got to balance it. Try to do things that tire you out. Honestly, I do workouts and I up my weight class with my weights, so it's like, it just exhausts you. You don't even have time to think. You're so tired. It's like, I was just like, why am I so dang tired? And then I was like, dummy, you went up your weight class. I was like, oh yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, why am I so exhausted? And then you realize why. And it's like, and then I'm doing a lot of free readings. And it's a lot of, you guys got to understand, when healers do readings, we're empaths. So we absorb your energy. So if it's really heavy energy and you get nothing but heavy reading and energy readings, it's exhausting. It's just like I watched the Green Mile, where he gets so exhausted after doing a miracle. Not saying what I do is anywhere on that level, but I'm saying it's that exhausting. You get to the point where it's 4-hour readings and then lives and then full readings, partial readings. It adds up. Yes, this is exactly what we want to do, but when we don't answer you right away, it's just we're doing a lot right now, especially because we're doing it all for free. The people that are dealing with emotional angst. So we got Freya. Ooh, very nice. Radical apprentice. 8-8. Abundance. And I just saw 8-8 earlier. Very nice. So abundance. She's got double 8 there. This is like Vikings. Freya. I love that. I'm not going to even try Shakriti. Transformation. And that's exactly what the world is going through right now, is a transformation. A lot of us are going through this transformation, and it's like a mental transformation with everything we're dealing with. I'm just trying to get the camera to focus on it. If you see me tilting it back and forth, that's all I'm trying to do. Oops. Okay, generosity. Yeah, and that's what a lot of us are doing right now, is sharing our gifts. We're being very generous with it right now, especially when we're doing check-ins and stuff like that. It's just, the generosity of it, just to make sure that all of our peoples are doing good. Okay, there's a card here that is under my tripod. Oh my gosh, if I knock it over, I apologize. So, forgiveness. Wow. Then isn't that what they were talking about when we were talking about the traitor card and the Eight of Swords? Looking from a different point of view, forgiveness maybe in a friendship. Positive confirmation. You can forgive, but like I said, do your candle magic. If it feels like you're forcing the friendship, I would just release it. Honestly, it's like, friendship shouldn't be forced. It shouldn't feel like it's a chore. It should be something that comes naturally. It should be like you're talking to your sister or your brother, or just like a piece of yourself. Just another part of yourself. So if it feels forced, then forgive, but move on for your own sanity. I hope you enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Throne Thursdays. These are your cards for April 2nd, 2020. I love that we're already in April. And like I said, guys, my prediction is April 18th, there's going to be no more new cases, and we're going to start waking up from this. The world will start waking up. The new world will start being born. So I hope you enjoy these daily tarot cards. Keep clean, keep safe, and we'll see you soon.